Hello and welcome back to the Airtime Rush YouTube channel, where today we are carrying on with our Planet Coaster 2 series, Adventure Isles, and we are now on episode 14, and we're still doing this jungle area, which I now have a name for. The area is going to be called Congolia, and it's like I basically themed it off the African Congo River. So it's kind of, it's a bit African. There's a little bit of Australian in there because a bit of like surfing and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a mixture of like different cultures really. But yeah, it's mainly like a jungly theme. And then basically this episode we're making the spinning coaster, which I said we're going to do in the last episode. I put a poll out if I should make a Mack Spinner or a Marachon standard spinning coaster, and this one got the most votes. A lot of you guys wanted me to do an extreme spinner, and I'd love to do one of them, but I've got too many launch coasters in this park, and obviously the Mack Spinners they tend to have a launch on them, so I didn't want to go with that. We will definitely put one of them in like a new theme park that we do after this series. So yeah, one of them will come eventually, guys, but just not in this series because I kind of planned it all already. So, and we needed another family ride. So this area is very family friendly. You've obviously got the triple launch family coaster, a family dark ride. There's a thrill flat ride in this area, but you've also got a family friendly flat ride as well in the Waltzers. But yeah, we're building this this ride. It's in this back end of the area. We've got the rapids that kind of run around the perimeter of this area, which I absolutely love. I've themed up the trough of the rapids and they look fantastic. You can see there's some waterfalls, which are really cool. And I'm still going around and just adding a few more theming pieces. So like I've added some like tiki totem statues what squirt water at you, which I think are really cool. And if you go to like Islands of Adventure in America, Popeye's there, they've got so many water effects on that ride. So that's kind of what I was going for. And then with the station building, I'm just gonna do a big standard station. There's nothing really much to it. We have a name for this ride. Someone recommended it. Coaster Crazy, thank you for this recommendation. I'm going to go with it, and it is Riptide, which I think is fantastic. With the theme of this really going to be like it's going to be like a surfing club kind of thing. Again, it's a bit of a mix-up because in Africa, obviously, I don't think they do a lot of surfing over there. That could be wrong. I'm not too sure. Surfing's more of an Australian thing, I think. So yeah, I don't know if it kind of fits in, but I just thought with the resort pack that we've got and the theming, I just thought this would be really nice. So I just want it to be a nice cozy jungle area with lots of nice lanterns. I want it to be really chilled out at night time. Very Disney in a way. Like the Adventureland part of Disney. It's very cozy at night. You got the warm lights. That's the kind of vibe I'm going for. Even if it doesn't work as like a country, because obviously this park, you're going around to different countries in the world. This isn't technically based on a country. It's kind of a made-up country, like a jungle that do surfing and yeah, that theme. So at the back of this area where we did the triple launch coaster and where the dark ride is, that's more of like the temple part of the area where there's lots of ruins. It's very like different like that. And then down here is more of the village, like really chilled out, surfing, where people actually live. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe. So the area is kind of split up into two areas. You got that temple area, and then you got like the chilled out village area. And I think it works really, really well. I'm really happy with it. And then obviously around the complete area, you got these rapids, which again, I really like the look of. I've really put a lot of effort into them, theming up the trough, which I said before. And yeah, the whole area just feels so well done. I'm really happy with it. I'll probably say it's my favourite area. The more I get into this game, and like the last area I did, the Greek area, like asked me like last time, I'll probably say that's my favourite. But now this one's my favourite. I'm sure that, to be fair, the one that I'm working on next is my favourite now. So every time I make a new area, I get a new favourite area, which is awesome. And it just shows that I'm getting better at the game and learning more things and stuff like that. But we're going to be building the station now for the river rapids. It's something that I haven't done like straight away. I kind of left it for now. I just kind of wanted to get the actual layout first, and then I could come back for this and do it. It's pretty standard. I did want like a nice round roof for like the station, a bit like the Congo River Rapids over Alton Towers, but with the station not being that then like the turntable kind of station, I went against that and just had this long theme, but it's still got that thatch roof. It's really nice, very jungle feely, and yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Putting in some posts, and also in this episode as well, we're going to do, if you look at like real life rapids. I've done a lot of research into like the maintenance areas and stuff like that, and every single rapids will have a lift hill at the end, because obviously the rapids kind of starts off at a certain height, and then throughout the layout you're basically going down at a very small incline, and then by the time you get to the end of it, you then need the lift hill to get back up to the main station. So obviously the lift hill I've got for this ride at the end, if you go on any rapids ride in the world, they've got like, it's very concretey at the end, where you got the pipes where it would obviously take the water from the bottom of the ride and suck it up through big pumps, and then it would go back into the top bit, and that's where you get the flow basically. So I put in a load of like infrastructure kind of behind the scenes with all this pipe work. You got the pipe, and you got like the building where all the pumps would be housed, like behind the scenes kind of thing, where maintenance would be. And this here, where I'm building the queue line, just below this is like the maintenance area, where they'll come in, they'll get any bolts out of the trough if they need to do some work on them, and then obviously you got the pump house down there as well. So I'm really happy with how that looks. We'll get to that very soon. But here I'm just doing the main part of the queue line, which again, it's a bit cattle penny, but it is what it is. It needed to be done. These are normally very popular in Planet Coaster. Water rides are very popular, so yeah, I definitely needed a decent sized queue, so that's why I went with that. But anyway, here is the bit I was on about a second ago. It's literally just a big concrete retaining wall, basically, where all the water will go into this bottom bit here, and then it'll get sucked up pipes back up to the top bit, and yeah, recycled that way. So all I did is got some pictures online, did a bit of research and what I needed to look for, and yeah, it was a pretty easy build really. There's nothing much to it, and it does look a bit ugly. I do theme it up slightly. I didn't want to go over the top of the theming so that you couldn't see the infrastructure, but I kind of did it so it looks a lot better than what it does. I put some moss on it to make it look a bit aging as well. But yeah, it's what I've gone for, obviously copying online from what I've seen, and it works perfectly. I'm really happy with how it looks, and yeah, I think, yes, I could have not done this, but like I said, I want it to be a realistic park. I want it to be the best it could be. Obviously I'm not going like over the top, like realistic, but I've done it enough where I'm really happy. It's not too much, but it's just about right, especially from my first park as well. I think it, as time goes on and as I get better at the game and stuff like that, like in the next park, whatever we do, I will be obviously doing a bit more realism in the next ones and stuff like that. But talking about the next park we're going to be building, a lot of people have been wanting like a movie style park, and I was going to do that, but I've kind of gone against doing that. Only because I just think there's not enough in the game to do it, basically. I think I need to wait for the studio pack to hopefully come back out. Some other bits and stuff, like even the sci-fi pack would be really good to have. I just don't think there's enough. I think it would just be so difficult for me to make rides themed off films and stuff without the even if you get the tool makers, the themed tool makers thing back, which was in the first game, that would help massively. But I just think there's not enough in the game to make me want to do that. So my next park is going to be an old-fashioned amusement park. So think of a cross between Blackpool Pleasure Beach and Cedar Point. So it's going to be, I'm going to build like a beach area. So it's going to be on a seafront. It's going to be in the middle of like a town or a city. And there's going to be some massive rides. We're talking like 200, 300 foot rides. Lots of coasters crammed in one small space. Building coasters on top of dark rides, that kind of thing. I'm really, really wanting to do that. So I think that is going to be my next park, guys. And then eventually, well, when that's done, hopefully there'll be more out on the game to then do a studios park. But yeah, in the meantime, I might do a separate water park. Just a water park, maybe like an indoor one, just as like a mini series or something like that. So let me know if you want to see something like that. Because I've not even built a water park yet. Like in the game, I've not even tested the slides, and I've not done anything like that. So I definitely want to do that. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking of doing maybe like some sort of mini series just to tie you guys over. In fact, that's probably a good idea. So I'll probably do this series, do a mini series throughout the theme park season, because obviously I've got a lot on this year. We've got a lot of trips planned, and then close season. By the time that series is finished, we'll be ready to build this big amusement park with some massive rides. I'm talking like top row dragster kind of rides, hyper coasters, old woodies, like really, really cool rides all on top of each other. That's the idea I'm getting for that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that. But we've still got plenty to do left in this park. We've obviously got this is going to be the last episode of this area. I've done all I needed to do in this area after this, and we're going to take a tour in this episode as well. So we'll have a look around, and we'll go in first person, and we'll have a proper look at all the rides and the more or less finished area as well. And then obviously the Western Pack came out. That's another land, but that is not going to be our next land. The next area we're doing is this medieval area. So there's going to be a massive castle. In that castle, there's going to be a roller coaster that kind of runs in and out of the castle, and there's going to be a flat ride in there, and obviously a restaurant and stuff like that. And then outside of the castle gates, there's going to be like a village. I'm going to do an indoor play area. So I'm going to do an indoor play area themed to obviously medieval castle. It's going to be like a castle themed play area. Think Camelot, something like that. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. In the park, I think it's in the Greek area, we did like an outdoor play park. So I thought if I could do like my own custom indoor play area, that'd be really cool. I don't know if anyone's done that before as well, so I could be one of the first to do that. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. And then there's going to be a launch coaster, a bit like Taron, but probably going to have some inversions on it. I'm not too sure. And then the whole area is going to be surrounded by this big like wall. It's like a village wall, which kind of blocks off the area from the other areas. And then the final area we do will be the Western, which again the pack's just come out. It's going to be so much easier to build. I'm really looking forward to that. That's why I kind of left it last, because I really want to enjoy that. I'm going to build a wooden coaster in that. I'm going to do a wooden world mouse as well, which I'll probably also do in this vintage amusement park that we're going to do next as well. So yeah, I love a wooden wild mouse. They're fantastic rides. I miss the one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach so much. It was one of my favourite rides. I always get sidetracked with these videos, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we're doing the sign for the area. And the area is called Congolia, which I really like. I think it suits the area really well. So yeah, I want this nice entrance sign. There's going to be water coming out of these rocks. And then there's going to be like an effect that does like a big geyser. It shoots out a load of water. So yeah, I just think it's a nice cozy little entrance. Obviously, this land is connected by the western area. Behind where this sign is will be the western area, which I've already marked out. I have already built one ride in that. I think I've done the mine train ride in that. Yeah, so I've done this whole park. Such a weird order, but I just kind of wanted to like kind of plan it out. Like, for example, this one I kind of only did this area first because I wanted to see how much space I had. So now that I've got this area in, I know like exactly how much I've got for the final two areas to play with. So I won't go over and stuff like that. So it works really well. But yeah, you can see that little splash effect going off there. It's really cool. Obviously, I'm going to put a lot more trees around this area and just complete it and just make it a lot better. And there's a few little tweaks I need to do around the area. But we're going to take a look at the overview of the area in a second, and you'll be able to see it from the sky. So let's take a look from the sky. Here we go. It looks absolutely fantastic. To the left there, you can see the new area I'm building. We've got the Greek area here, and this here is going to be the Wild West area. So it sits perfectly in. It's actually quite a big space. I've actually done really well to fit it in this area. But we've got this back bit, which again I said is like the temple area, and then we've got like the village area going down into like the coastal we've just built. And I think it fits perfectly. It just blends in so nice. It's not too in your face. I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I couldn't have pictured it any better. And the rapids look fantastic as well. So we're going to have a look. We're in first person here. Behind us here is the western area, which again, is going to be the last area we actually put in. Got the lovely sign there. Again, this looks amazing at night. It's all lit up. We'll come over the path. That way we've got the river rapids, but we'll go to the river rapids the other way. I love all the points of views you've got of the rapids. It's fantastic. There's so many bridges, So many different little passages and stuff underneath the coasters and around the area. You can see here that you get a really good view of that launch coaster, which, if you didn't see me build that, it was probably not last episode, the episode before. Make sure you check that out, really good. You guys loved it, so yeah, make sure you check that out. You can see here you've got the launches, so it's a triple launch. You got the one right at the start, and then you got two that come here. You can see it coming around here. And then I built this little shelter over it, which I thought was really cool. Oh, beauty. Really, really good ride. Yep, another bridge here, looking down, another really good view as well. I might add a few, like, squirty cannons on these bridges as well. Obviously, guests can't use them, but... And this is the entrance to the Jungle Run coaster, which is that launch coaster. I love the whole temple theme of this. And I really like that entrance sign. And that is the exit gift shop as well. It's like an old van that's crashed. That's very Chessington, that, I think. Very Water Jumanji, I got that idea from. And then you got these little alcoves in the pathway where you could just get a good view. Again, it'd be good to put like a few little guns on there as well. But yeah, you get some fantastic views. It looks fantastic. And even at night time when it's all lit up, it's brilliant. Here we obviously have the dark ride that we built in the last episode, Tiki Wiki Adventure, with that iconic theme song. I absolutely love it. This queue as well is really nice. It's cattle pen, but it's cozy. You got TVs playing some like videos, and this is the exit gift shop as well. You got the tikis in the window there. Got a few little bits you can buy. You have some vending machines as well there, and this is the station for the building. Again, pretty simple station. I need to go in and add like more detail, like the baggage hold and stuff like that, which I've done in a few of my other areas. But here we have the restaurant. Now, restaurants are changing in the game. They're bringing out the restaurants where you can actually put them in your park and put chairs and stuff. Oh, look at that as well. You can see the ride going through the dark ride. You get a little look into the restaurant. But yeah, the update's coming soon, so I will be redoing this area with some new like seats and tables and stuff. So yeah, there's still a lot to do in there. That's not finished. You got a really nice outdoor seating area here. If you don't want to eat in there, you can just take your food outside. Over here, this is the Thrill flat ride that I was on about. It's the Huss, I don't know what it's called, Jump, I think it's called. And this is basically themed to a group of archaeologist diggers or something. I've come across this magic power in the stone, and it's called Discoverator. And they basically set up camp here where they're doing like a load of digging work and discovering this ancient sort of like magic in the stones and stuff like that. So pretty loose theme, but I think it works really well. It looks fantastic off-ride. I've never done one of them. They're very rare, them ride models, but apparently they're really good fun. We've got another bridge here yet again. That's quite low. I'll probably have to put some sort of cover over this just so you're not touching the track, even though you probably can't touch it. And then you got so many like crossroads where you don't know where you should go. So I do need to put a lot more signage up. But this is the main village area. We've got this really cool surf bar where you got all food options really. There's plenty here for people to get. Again, if you don't want to go and sit down in a restaurant, you can just go here and get a grab to eat. I don't know what she's doing. But this is the family flat ride that we built in the last episode as well. Again, pretty loosely themed, but it's called, what did I call it? Rum Rumble. There we go. You got the DJs in the middle and you just spin around that central core, and it's fantastic. I really love the look of that, and it fits into this area perfectly. But yeah, I love this area with the shade you get off the trees, and then the openness as well. We've got a little ice cream bar here where you can just get an ice cream, sit down, just take in the atmosphere of the park. It's fantastic. Again, so many different sight lines is what I love. And here we go, we've got the Congo River Run. Not the Congo River Rapids over at Alton Towers. Congo River Run. Obviously the area being called Congolia. I thought Congo River, it'll be easy just to call it that. And I love this little entrance I did with the little totem in the boat. And then obviously this queue line looks amazing at night because we've got all these lantern lights above you. Again, a lot of this took a long time to do, so I didn't film me building most of this. Obviously over there you can see the maintenance for the rapids and stuff like that. I kind of need to screen that. I might put some like planters in with some bamboo or something just to cover it. But when you come off the rapids, you've got this little exit area here, which is, I've just put some netting over. I thought it made it really, really nice. You've got another little open area. You've got the dryers there if you get wet on the rapids, which you probably will. I think it will be a bit of a soaker. Over here, we've got a little slush shop where you can get some slushies. Back down that way is the surf bar and that main hub area of the village. Again, you get some fantastic views of the rapids here, the waterfalls there. I won't put in the POV of the rapids. I'll probably do that in the final video where we take a full tour of the area. You see there's a spinning coaster that's stuck on the lift hill. I'll probably need to change the dispatch on that. I don't want that happening. You shouldn't really be sat on the top of the lift hill like that. We've got another little bit there that I'm not finished. That's another little food area. There's plenty of food options in this area. And then here we have probably the main roller coaster in the area, Riptide, which sits perfectly right near the river. You get, again, some fantastic views. I really like the look of the entrance sign here as well. And again, at night, I've got lighting really lighting up this area, making it perfect and really nice. These are little statues that soak you on the rapids. I really like the idea of that. I might put a few more around the actual ride area as well. Got some toilets, and you've obviously got the area's train station. Each area has its own train station, and this one's pretty simple, thatch roof over it. But I really like the look of the station building. It's very big, but it works really well. This would be like I really don't know what the theme would be. It'll be like a surf club kind of like community building or something. But anyway, guys, we are going to take a POV ride on Riptide. So I'm going to leave you all here. If you're new around here, please subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.